Hi everyone, it's Nicole here today with an unboxing video of a Freckled Fawn embellishment kit and also the papers. Now these all happen to be from November. I'm a little behind getting this up on my channel, but most, if not all of these products are still available. Plus, this is a really good look at what the Freckled Fawn kits look like. So if you were to join their subscription program or something like that, you would see very similar types of looking kits. They definitely have their own look and feel. They are comprised of amazing embellishments. They also have papers. They have journal cards if you're more of a project lifer, all kinds of things. It has been a long time since I have done a scrapbook page at all. I have the best intentions, I just have not got to it. And I really wanted to share some tips because when you are thinking about it, sometimes it seems really intimidating and overwhelming just to get started. So I was really pleasantly surprised that the layout I'm going to share at the end of this, after I share my unboxing and show everything that comes in the embellishment kit and the papers, that it took me only a couple hours to create, and I couldn't believe it. I am not a fast scrapbooker, and it was just one of those things that came together, and I really credit this to a kit. Kits are amazing because they make it so fast and easy, especially if you limit yourself to the components of the kit. So let's get started looking at what is all included in the kit. There is a whole bunch of awesome stuff. So here is a look. I have just taken it out of the package. There is this amazing embellishment kit. What I love is they come in these adorable zippered pouches. So fun because they can be used later. I'm going to set that aside and let's go through the paper first. I did put this paper on top because this is the one that drew my eye first. It is going to be the paper I use for my layout. I also totally love this. They are all two-sided, so amazing designs. Maybe one side speaks to you more than another. I did a class several years ago called Confessions of a B-Side Scrapper, and the B-side tends to be the backside of papers, and I am very much a B-side scrapbooker. I tend to like the more tone-on-tone papers, the more simple designs, and use the more busy papers as accents rather than the focal point of my page. So here's an awesome yellow crosshatch with a beautiful rainbow stripe on the back, some nice solids. Sorry about the camera there a little bit. And then an awesome text paper with a pink on the back. Kind of a medallion type look. So here's a look at the papers again. Now let's go through the embellishment kit. I am going to go ahead and just kind of straighten up these papers so they're not quite so distracting as we go through the embellishment kit. The kit is so amazing. I love all the embellishments and you get a ton of stuff. I used a lot, I feel, on my scrapbook page and I have a lot left. So first up is this amazing little zippered pouch that you can use to store your supplies. Maybe you want to store a little work in progress, all kinds of things. Beautiful washi tape. These adorable little rubber houses. There's 3 of those. Some little charms. They come in a little package. They're little flower charms. So super cute. Next, there are the Puffy house stickers. We have some enamel stickers. These are all going to be called like November enamel stickers, November Puffy house stickers. That wood November I absolutely love. That is the wooden November greeting. Plus we've got some chipboard banner phrase stickers. So these are awesome. These are something I love to use all the time in scrapbooking. And some white foam family word stickers. These are awesome. They give some nice dimension, but super easy to adhere to your project, and they're not going to add tons of bulk. I am also a huge fan of label stickers. So all of these embellishments come in the embellishment kit, and they all are just tucked inside there. So next, I am going to share a layout created with these components. This is not a complete process video. I just basically wanted to show how I took the products from the kit and put together a page. So some things are going to be left out. For instance, the negative frames that I used for my page, I cut those from one of the papers from the Freckled Fawn November papers. I can't talk. But I used my silhouette die cutting machine and a cut file from Kerri Bradford to cut those. A lot of times I am using some photos from back before the digital era. So these are all old. These are my oldest two children who are much, much older now. But these are pictures that I actually had on another layout that I tore apart years ago because I did not like it. And they have been in a file waiting to be scrapbooked forever. So what I often like to do, especially with photos that I cannot manipulate in Photoshop easily, if I wanted to scan in the negatives, I could definitely, but not easily. And I really just wanted to use the photos I had. So what I like to do is make my own frames or use frames. There are all kinds of options. I'm going to use these negative frames to frame up my pictures. And what ends up happening for me is that it gives me much more a look of the kind of scrapbooking I like to do, which I like multiple pictures. I feel like I have limited time. My scrapbooking has really evolved. When I first scrapbooked, I would use 1 or 2 pictures on a page and fill that sucker with all kinds of embellishments and all kinds of things because I had two little kids at the time, only 2 at the time. I thought that I was going to have all this time to scrapbook. And when you have little kids, you often don't realize how fast time flies. And all of a sudden, when they're in school and time starts flying and your time gets limited and then they're in activities, you don't have as much time. So for me, I like to get as many pictures on a page as possible so that I can get as much scrapbooked as possible. I hope that makes sense. So I am using lots and lots of photos. However, some of my photos I did not want to cut down to the square shape. So what I did was make sure that 2 of those squares would fit one photo. And you're going to see that when I put this together. I flipped my frame over. I'm using the navy side as opposed to the aqua side. Plus I took that awesome stripe that I talked about when I did the unboxing, and I trimmed it into thin strips that I am backing that little negative side with so that we have a little hint of rainbow peeking through. When I flip this over, you're going to see the little bit of rainbow color peeking through the sides, which adds an awesome pop of color to this page. Otherwise, I felt like it was a lot of heavy blues and teal with white, and I really wanted lots of pops of color. So I'm going to go ahead and take my tape runner now, and I used just a regular glue adhesive to glue those little pieces on because that was the easiest way to do it for me today. But then I'm going to put some stronger adhesive down, and I want to lay my photos back behind this. So here's an example of a photo that's going to take up 2 of those squares. You could even cut that out, that divider out if you wanted to, but it really didn't bother me here. I like how it gives that film strip look. I've done a lot of film strips, especially anything I think in maybe the last 4 or 5 years. Especially if I am scrapbooking older photos, I like how it really just tidies up the pictures. When I do digital scrapbooking, oftentimes I will make a collage. I use storyboards. Kerri Bradford has fantastic storyboards and photo templates, and I use those almost exclusively for anything that's new. So when I'm working with older things, I try to kind of mimic that look by using frames. So here's a look at what they're all going to look like. I will do all 3 of these exactly the same. And I'm going to use this pattern paper that has the awesome border. almost like it is matted, that white scallop is matted on the teal paper. So it really takes away the guesswork as far as layering a bunch of papers. In this case, I'm layering my photo film strips in place, even though they do have quite a bit of paper with them, with that rainbow stripe and then the film strips. I was going to talk about too, what is so phenomenal about kit scrapbooking is I really feel like the reason I was so successful here and got this layout done so quickly, I didn't think about it. I did not worry about the colors matching completely. And really in this case, the photos are so many different colors, it did not matter. And it really worked. Instead of going to my scrapbook stash and seeing if I had anything else that would work, I used what came in the kit. The only addition or the only difference is I cut those film strips, but I cut them from some of the paper. So I kind of consider the die cutting as a tool, and I don't consider it as an additional embellishment. Otherwise, every single thing on this page came from the kit. Now I am using those incredible white foam family word stickers. These are available in the embellishment kit. This kit is still available, you guys, or you can get these, just purchase these individually. I can't recommend these enough. I really love these. I think if you are scrapbooking and scrapbooking your family, these would be invaluable. I would love to see these incorporated into journaling. Just so many ways to use them. I'm layering them over a couple of the photos. My page doesn't really have a title per se, which I usually always have one, but I really kind of use these as my title for my page here. And then I had to use the white heart stickers. I just love them. There were 3 of them. I ended up using all 3, and I'm layering them right over my photos. Something else to note, I kept this in real time. I did not speed up anything, so you can I did cut out a few things, yes, but I didn't speed up anything, so you can really see kind of how slow it is. Now I did go ahead and line up my journaling on one of the little squares that cut from the negative strip. I flipped it over and I'm using the aqua side. I printed my journaling. I did this by setting up my journaling in a Word program on my computer. Can't talk. And printing, and then I just temporarily adhered that piece to the paper and ran it through my printer. Same thing with the label stickers. If you're new, you may not have known that I did this a lot when I scrapbooked much more. If you remember me from scrapbooking days, I did this a lot with October afternoon label stickers and jelly bean soup and all kinds of different ones. This is the same kind of thing. These label stickers from Freckled Fawn, I simply cut them out. I glued them in place. I kept the backing paper on, glued them in place over the journaling on my regular printer paper, ran it through my printer, and then popped the labels out and tucked them all over my page. I had a lot of journaling. The original page, I still had it even though I'd torn the pictures off because I really liked the journaling, and it was so much more real because I'd actually journaled close to the time these pictures were taken. So we've gotten so many years away from this. I really wanted to keep the journaling as close to as the original as possible. So I put the majority in that little square, and I'm adding one of those little rubber houses. And then the rest of the journaling I tucked or printed on the labels and tucked around the page. Then I am taping up my film strips or taping them to the page with the washi tape. Plus I added that little chipboard sticker down in the bottom right corner. And finally, the last step here is taking enamel dots, and I like to use a craft knife to pop them up and adhere them around the page. And this is going to add nice little pops of color, just cute little embellishments throughout. But I really feel like even though there's quite a few embellishments going on, it's still a very well-balanced page. It's not overwhelming. They really add to the look and feel, and I absolutely can't say enough how amazing it is that sticking within this kit and the papers that coordinate, everything goes together. I did not have to think, okay, what embellishments do I want to use after I had picked the paper? I think for all of us scrapbookers, at least for me, for sure, picking out and getting started seems to be my struggle, the biggest struggle I have, because I'll second guess myself over and over. And I feel like with kits, you just grab it and go. I did not worry about it at all. And what ended up happening is I was left with a scrapbook page that very much is me, that is very much my style. This has been my style for the last few years. I love it. I'm comfortable there. I feel like we should do what we love. It works. Everything was there for me. I did not have to think about it at all. And everything is very new. These are all newer products. So I think that that's fun as well. So it's not like I'm just stuck using old products or something like that. So if you are on the fence and wanting to start scrapbooking again, I highly, highly recommend kit scrapbooking. Please check out Freckled Fawn if you want to see all the amazing kits they have. They have a monthly subscription. There are different options there. So amazing. Lots of fun things. Just really amazing kits. And at the end of this video, please make sure you stay tuned because I do have an awesome giveaway opportunity for you guys. I'm going to finish adding just a few enamel dots here. I couldn't stop with just a few. You guys know me. I go over the top a little bit. And then there is my page all finished. I'm so happy to have these older photos all scrapbooked. Thanks for joining me today for this unboxing video of the Freckled Fawn November 2017 Embellishment Kit and Papers. The supplies I used to create my layout and all the products in the unboxing video are listed and linked below the video here on YouTube. So now for the exciting news and giveaway. What you need to do first is to head over to Freckled Fawn. There is a link to visit their store and tell me what your favorite embellishment is and leave it in the comments section down below. If you leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite embellishment is from Freckled Fawn, you will be entered in a giveaway for a $100 gift card to Freckled Fawn. They are so super generous. This is an amazing giveaway, you guys. Go check out all the amazing things they have. You definitely want to leave a comment for a chance to win. You have a week to leave a comment. I will be closing comments on January 18th at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. All that information will be down below as well, but I encourage you to definitely leave a comment. This is an awesome, generous giveaway from Freckled Fawn, and I want everyone to have a chance to win some amazing goodies from an incredible company. So again, visit Freckled Fawn, come back here, leave a comment letting me know what your favorite embellishment is from Freckled Fawn, and you will be entered into a giveaway to win a $100 gift card to Freckled Fawn. Thanks everybody for joining me today for this unboxing video. Please have a terrific day. Subscribe for weekly card making and stamping and sometimes scrapbooking videos. Thanks so much. We'll catch you next time.